Okay, I wanted to go over the teleport bug real quick here tonight, um, just to make sure it is understood why and how it is not working. So I just added a teleport. You see the default here checked is delete input object, and I will control S. And so that delete input object is what's causing the issue, and I don't know if I just saved, so I'll hit control S and then click play, and I will crash intentionally. Well, I'm crashing it for demonstrative purposes. I just put debug on this here. The square is the teleport and the circle is the gatekeeper. So as soon as I hit the teleport, you get a crash. So what's going on there? I have no idea, but I do know that if I deselect this checkbox on the teleport that says delete the input object, an object, not sure if that means objects here or objects and characters. I thought it was just going to be for characters, but because there's the word object there, that makes me think that maybe this is going to support objects eventually, which would be pretty cool. So you could push objects through a teleport. I mean, that'd be ideal. That'd be cool. But if I deselect that right now, my character will go through it without crashing. And I'll show that real quick. So there it goes, but then it leaves one down there, and I can keep making more of those, and I'm going to stop before I crash it. But there you go. So that works, except, obviously that didn't work for my game. I don't want those guys to keep showing up there. So what I did is I pulled a gatekeeper in, and the initial value for passed amount is 1, and that's how many can pass by before it starts deleting any others that pass by. So if you had 3 characters on the screen, it'll delete the first one, and then, or it'll let the first one through and then delete the next 2. So if we change that to 0, that just means it's going to delete everything and not let anything through. So clearly there's some places that you could use that you could use a gatekeeper function, but for here, I don't think this is how it was intended, obviously. But if I put it here, so what I can do, I think I've got my alignment off just a little bit, but we'll get up there and watch this. Boom. So what it's doing is it's hitting the teleport, which is the square, and then inside of that is the gatekeeper, so it's immediately deleting it. As long as the user goes into it pretty quickly, it's no problem. Deletes it out, you only end up with a 1. If it goes slow, let's see if I can do it here. Did you see that? So it ended up, now there's actually 2 characters there. So it takes a little bit, it's going to take a little bit of finagling with to get it just right. But I think for my situation, it's going to work just fine. But here's the issue I can see other people have, and I kind of tested this. So I'll use this as an example. So you have a circle inside of a square. The square is the teleport, which is this one. And so this teleport, wait, did I get that right? Let's check that. Let's look at it in debug mode. So right now we have teleport on top. I didn't have it in debug mode. Let's try that again. It just crashed. Damn it. Okay, I got it back. So the issue will be the teleport on the right, and I'll do this real quick here. So you can see the teleport is a square, and then the gatekeeper I got in the middle, and that is the that gets rid of the guy. So we'll do that, and there, because I just hit the gatekeeper and I had no other characters on the screen, it basically just said game over. So picture this teleport is this blue square that my mouse is going around, and the gatekeeper is the circle on the inside. If I had a character come at this box from an angle, as soon as he touches the square, it gets teleported or duplicated on the other teleport. But what if I back that player up real fast? Then the player will be in 2 places at the same time. It will duplicate but not delete from the lower one. So for my situation specifically, running straight into it because the characters don't have the left-right ability, which actually that's not even true. They do a little bit, and I could see this still being an issue because in this game they could hit one of these bars and then be off when they get up there. So, I mean, that's possible. I just hit the bad guy. But it's possible that they're going to be off just a little bit. It'll duplicate up there, and it's just going to be a bad user experience. So, it's not the perfect solution, but I guess in some situations this would be a workable solution to just stack them on top of each other, put your little image that you want for your portal there, and then, it'll work. But there is the potential that it's not going to work perfectly. And it looks perfect on these because I'm going really fast into them, but if I started going slower, Let's see if I can hit this just right. Anyway, if I hit it just right, and I've done it many times, it will not. They'll end up above and below, and it's just kind of a weird user experience. Anyway, that's the bug. If you have that, delete the input item, delete input object checked, it will crash the game. So anyway, that's the bug. Hopefully it gets fixed. Yeah, thanks.